Many people are at least vaguely familiar with the difficulties dyslexics face in reading and writing. You also are probably going to be picking up on this at the same time I'm reading to you this script, and my outtake reel is probably piling up along the way. Thanks to my parents, first off, who moved mountains to get me the right educational support and donating countless sleepless nights of homework help to me, I was able to make great strides in overcoming a lot of these challenges. But one challenge that really stands out to me, and I'm sure also many other people with dyslexia as well, is a kind of a lesser understood aspect that also translates to issues with math. For me, this was particularly daunting. Um, Starting in high school, I was fortunate to get a really lucky break with an incredible teacher by the name of Matthew Drucker, who helped me navigate a lot of these hurdles. But when COVID hit, I overnight lost that academic support structure and had to teach everything on my own, which was very difficult, especially with everything going remote and having to essentially do the same classroom tests without the added benefit of having a teacher to actually explain and break down these problems and assist me in being able to learn this. Um, One of my greatest challenges now and kind of always has been forming long-term working memories for math procedures and being able to recall them when I need to, just particularly on the fly, and being able to juggle all the balls that go into a math equation, all the variables and different procedures that you need to remember, and being able to do that all in my head without at least a sheet of paper to assist me, which is kind of a big challenge when you're going into the STEM field, like I'm currently doing. I managed to scrape through algebra in high school with a B, but college math for me was a whole new level of difficulty. College algebra, I failed twice. And on my third attempt, I had told myself I was going to give up. And I remember having a conversation with the professor at the beginning of class. And he essentially said, "Hey, here's this new thing that came out. It's called ChatGPT, and they just released a new model called GPT 4.0, which is supposed to be better at this stuff. And there's a Khan Academy module for it and everything." I lived off of that Khan Academy module of ChatGPT in particular. If the internet is the Library of Alexandria, GPT 4.0 is its librarian. GPT 4.0 kind of became my secret weapon as an assistive technology. It was kind of able to act as like a pseudo tutor to me. It was able to break down equations into manageable steps and guide me in one of the major problems I have is when you're just so far behind on trying to learn something where you don't even know where to start on something that's very complicated. And it was able to give me varying levels of complexity and explanations to be able to build it back up to that level where you're able to do equations at like a normal a normal level of difficulty and gave me that levels of background knowledge, and it was able to do this furthermore by allowing me to revisit lessons as often as I needed, without having to rely on keeping pace with the lectures that were occurring and having to take a professor's time during those lectures just to be able to ask something in real time. Um, and was able to give me a lot more context on top of that and be able to actually help me formulate my questions so I could better understand it. Um, Using these tools as a force multiplier for my studies, I was not only able to pass college algebra on my third attempt, but I was able to finish with an A. This experience solidified my appreciation for assistive technology and has kind of created a new career goal for me in the long term of what I want to be doing with my engineering degree. And my vision is to be able to create be able to create, design, and implement hardware and software platforms that make tools like these accessible to all students. Normally, when you're applying for accommodations in K through 12, at least when I went through K through 12, you have to go through a long, convoluted process of red tape just to be able to get something as simple as a laptop to be able to use, something that's standard that a normal person would use in their everyday job or even in college. Um, Simple things like that are hidden behind huge barriers. And the idea behind the technologies is that they wouldn't just be something that's hidden for specific students, it would be something that is the default. And the idea is to create an environment of accessibility by default. My journey as a dyslexic has taught me a lot of things and given me a lot of appreciation for various different things. I think the most important thing was the value of innovation and the importance of making education accessible for everybody. My hope is to turn these lessons into real world solutions that can empower the next generation of learners from all walks of life and give everyone an equal educational playing field. This is something I'm going to pursue either way on this, with or without this scholarship. But the scholarship will at least ensure that I'm getting the proper educational background to facilitate this by giving me the greatest tools for success in my metaphorical toolkit. Thank you for your time and have a great day.